Deja vu. I just been in this place before. Higher on the street, and I know it's my time to go. Calling you, standing on my feet. It's so hard when I try.
Hey everybody, it's Moonbo here, and welcome back to more Endless Scrap Mechanic. In today's episode of Scrap Mechanic Creations, we're going to be taking a look at the completed AE86 Trueno drift car build. Now, this car was built during a live stream, so up in the corner there, guys, I'm going to leave a link to that stream so you guys can see the build process from start to finish. So we're going to be taking a quick look at this car, and then we're going to get right into some epic drifting on this amazing tile that was sent to me that is called the Hyperloop. Now, I can't wait, so let's get started. Alright, so we're going to start off with a quick little walk around here. Now, like I mentioned, guys, I built this during a stream, and I'm really happy with the overall result. Now, I'm not going to lie here. I'm sure some of you will probably say that the tail end of the car might be able to get a little bit longer. Now, maybe by like one block or something like that. But overall, other than that, I would have to say this looks awesome. Look at this. We got the pop-up lights. All sorts of little details as well, and we can even look inside of it here, guys. We have a completed interior as well with some awesome racing seats. Now, during the stream, people said, working doors, Moonbo, working doors. Now, there's a reason why I don't usually put working doors on my cars, and I mean, this is one of them right here, guys. You can see it's kind of really stuck, and then it flips open, and now it's open, and if we want to shut it again, we're going to shut it, and then it kind of gets stuck. Usually I don't put doors in my builds because of that reason, and also because it just kind of adds a little bit of lag. But here we go, we can just kind of hop in right through the front windshield and take a look at the inside here, guys. Really happy with the interior. I mean, I kept it relatively simple, but using the mods, I think it turned out really good. Now, this car wouldn't be half as cool if it wasn't for the Tom Buster. He sent me this amazing Hyperloop drift track. Just take a look at this, guys. It's really, really well done. Lots of detail, lots of awesome turns and stuff made for drifting. So I'm thinking the first lap that we're going to do is going to be like a pace lap where we're going to take a look at this entire tile, and then we're going to try and push the limits of this car and get some epic drifting in. So let's take a look. So right off the bat here, you can see we have this awesome sign at the beginning. It says Hyperloop with the infinite symbol as the loop. Now, like I said, guys, we're just going to take it easy here. Drive along like this is a normal car. Now, here we go. Now, this is the original direction that was designed for the Hyperloop, but I actually enjoy driving it in reverse more than anything. But take a look at this, guys. We have these awesome piping systems here. There's even a tree that's completely fallen over. Alright, so now this track leads up to here. Now, this is actually my favorite spot. Now, you might recognize this spot from the intro video, and look at that, guys. This was actually... I'm gonna hop out of the car here real quick and show you guys. I kind of had this idea at the last minute where I was like, you know what? What if we actually had a camera-style mount where I could use my destruction cam as a mounted camera that will track the vehicle? So that allowed me to basically set it up right here on the sideline of this turn, and I was able to actually get some pretty awesome drifts in and some footage of me going down this turn here, and the camera just tracked me no problem whatsoever. So I was really happy with kind of coming up with that little idea at the last second there. Alright, so moving on from this awesome turn right here, we go up through kind of like the cherry blossom lane. So this is like a pretty awesome little S-bend location here that you come through, and you exit out this way here, and you catch a quick glimpse of what seems to be a UFO. And the reason why I say it seems to be a UFO is because that's exactly what it is, guys. It is a UFO, and look at that. We even have crop circles underneath it right there. It looks really, really cool. Very creative and unique thing to add to something like a drift track. But then right here we have this downhill portion, and that's going to lead us into this amazing, huge, wide turn right here, guys, around a little tiny pond with a stone inside of it. Now, this corner here, it's like a hairpin turn, but look at this. There is a rock there, but you can go right through it, which is probably for the best. So now, among all of those really cool things that he's added, there's even a little shortcut right here. Look at this, guys. So the guardrails have been pushed down flat against the ground, and then there's like a little ramp right here that you can use to kind of jump over this guardrail and back onto the track again. Now, I'm not gonna lie, I tried it with this car. it doesn't work too well. So yeah, that is the tile from Tom Buster. Now, I'm going to leave a link in the description to this tile, guys, so you can check it out if you want to. Try out this Trueno and do some drifting on your own. Now, I'm going to do one lap around this direction here, but then I'm going to flip it around and go in the other direction because, like I said, that's just a little bit of my personal preference. So here we go, guys. Let's try and get some of these amazing drifts. All right, look at that. Now, this does use thrusters for the drifting, and you kind of have to do that because the wheels and engines and the physics in Scrap Mechanic really don't allow for the smoothest of driving. Now, adding the thrusters adds a little stability, and it kind of pushes the car around a little bit more. Now, look at this, guys. I've been practicing. I'm not gonna lie, yeah, I've been practicing for this video because I didn't want to just kind of like run into walls constantly, which is really what I did for the first little while here. But look at this drift, guys. It's actually pretty good. Now, you can't get full-on drifts, you know, with the, like, I guess it would be like correcting the turn and then carrying on through the drift. You can't quite get that, but you can see we can throw the back end of the car around, and it does look really smooth. Now, that was a pretty smooth run right there, but let's turn it around and try in the other direction, because that's where you get that amazing downhill turn there. You know what, before we do that, I actually just kind of thought to myself, why not, for the sake of science, try out this little shortcut here. Now, like I mentioned, guys, okay, the car, it's pretty low to the ground, so it doesn't really get over the guardrails too well, but if we actually kind of just line ourselves up maybe like this, we might actually be able to get airborne with this car. Alright, here we go. Huge jump through. Okay, yeah, no, this car is way too low to the ground. Well, I guess except for right now. Oh yeah, another thing too, I kind of forgot to mention, guys, we have the pop-up lights there. Really happy with the way those turned out. But anyway, we are going to do reverse hyperloop because that is my favorite way to race on this track. So here we go, guys. We're going to try and get some epic drifts here. I'm thinking we'll just do like a couple laps just to see how good we do on the second one. Now look at that. That was a very satisfying drift there. Now this is the turn though. This is the one unfortunate turn where we just can't drift long enough to get all the way around. Maybe you guys might have a drift car that is made for it. Now I gotta say, the track runs completely differently when you're running in the reverse. Oh boy, I am not paying attention, guys. I'm just trying to talk here. It runs completely differently in the reverse, though. You can see these turns, you have to treat them very differently. Each turn seems like it was calculated, you know? He designed this track to be a certain way. Now, here we go, guys. This is the epic downhill track. Now, I didn't think this car was going to be able to handle it, but look at this. It actually keeps its wheels on the ground, no problem whatsoever. And, oh my goodness, wow, I cut that turn so fast. And we're going to do around the last one. Wow, I am cutting these turns way too close. Alright, there's one lap done, guys. Let's do one more final drifting lap because this is just so satisfying to do. And I'm sure you guys are going to have loads of fun if you get this on the Steam Workshop. Oh, look at these turns. Okay, look, you can kind of tap the steering, and you actually do get a little bit of that kind of auto-corrective feature. Alright, here we go. Oh my god, I just tapped the guardrail. We're coming around through into Cherry Blossom Lane. Big drift here, swing it out wide. And then we're going to get the nice hairpin back this way. Oh man, look at the drifts. Absolutely satisfying. Okay, I was going a little too fast there. I had to cut off the gas a bit. So you can see, guys, there might be a little bit of practice here. There's a little bit of a learning curve. Wow, whoa. The bump in the track just kind of sent us flying, and we hit the guardrail. Oh, man. Alright, so not too bad of a second lap, guys. I feel like each lap had its own satisfying drifts, and there it is, the last drift. And we are coming through. Can we go through the shortcut this way? No. So that concludes this episode of Scrap Mechanic Creations. I sure hope you guys did enjoy this drifting AE86 Trueno. I definitely had lots of fun building it. And if you guys did enjoy the live stream, then let me know down in the comments what you thought of that. Now guys, if you did enjoy the build or the video, let me know by hitting that like button. And if you want to sign up for some endless Scrap Mechanic, then be sure to hop into Orbit and subscribe to the channel. Maybe even turning on some notifications so you can get the latest and the craziest coming from me in Scrap Mechanic. So guys, thank you so much for tuning in, and I'll be seeing you in the next one, so, well, bye for now.